Hello, I'll be taking you structural aspect of websites using HTML, and we'll be using the Notepad and the Firefox. As for a beginner, I'm not going to introduce you to any editor yet, but when we get to the intermediate level, I will introduce an editor to you and I will give you the needed resources. So in this step by step, I will open a notepad. As you can see, we are going to be using Notepad and we are going to be using Mozilla Firefox. Here is my Mozilla Firefox and here is my notepad. So inside this notepad is where we are going to be doing our coding, and inside this Mozilla Firefox is where we will be checking the result of what we are doing. So therefore, Firefox or any browser is what we use to see the result of what we are doing. So without wasting much of our time, the first thing we are going to do is you are going to go inside your Explorer and you maneuver to Documents and you create a new folder. You're going to call it your work folder, but we in computer times you call it root directory. So you are going to call that folder the name of the project at hand. So I'm going to call it Danny Web. So calling it Danny Web, this is where I'm going to be saving all the related job, all the files, all the web files that I will be doing. That's where I'm going to be keeping it. So let's jump into our notepad and let's press Ctrl S to save this Untitled Notepad, and it's going to ask which directory. And since you've created a directory, you are going to click on Document and you maneuver to Daniel Web, and that's where we're going to keep our first web file. So the first web file is always being titled index, and you make sure you introduce the extension HTML. It's the HTML that is going to convert that file into a web related document. As you can see inside this down web, you can see that the file has automatically changed to a browser icon, your default browser icon. Mozilla Firefox is my default browser, and that's why you can see that it changed to Mozilla Firefox. And another thing I do again is, instead of me repeating the same thing all over again, what I'm going to do is I will click on File and I'll come to Save As again, because I have many page. We have several pages inside a website, so I'm going to create everything at once, and I'm going to click on Document again and click on Daniel Web, where that is where our root directory is, and I'm going to type again about.html, which is the second page and it's the second file. So I'm going to click on Save again, and inside that Daniel directory again, we are going to see the second we have just created, and I'm going also to click File and maneuver to Save As again. I clicked on Documents and I maneuver to Daniel Web, and I'm going to save another one called Portfolio. Portfolio.html. Mind you, every of the jobs I'm always doing, I'm using lowercase, I'm using capital letter, I'm using small letter, because when we want to do the menu or the link later, so that I'll be able to remember and I will not be cracking my brain that did I use capital letter or did I use camel capitalization. But make sure you use small letter throughout so that you can always remember and you'll be able to target that particular page you want to target as easy as possible. So we're going to click on File again and we're going to click Save As again, and we're going to do another page called contact page. So contact HTML. So the extension is very important. You must put HTML. So we have done the contact, we have done the portfolio, we have done About Us page, and we need another one called the blog page. So Save As again, and you're going to call this blog.html. Blog.html, you're going to click on Save As again. So therefore we're having 5 pages. So these 5 pages now, so now what you're going to do is we need to put something there before we can run it, because if you try to run this now, if you double click on it, for instance, let's go to index.html. so the time you clicked or you double clicked on it, it's going to run for a while, then it's going to open on the browser, and the browser will tell you, Mr. Man, you have nothing inside this your web document. So we must put something. You know, I told you it's from the interface of this app browser that we will be seeing any update we do at the back end. So we're going to come back to this HTML tag, and we're going to type HTML. We are going to put some code here, so follow me step by step without any step omitted. So we are going to doc type. So doc type HTML. So doc type HTML, then we move down. So what is the doc all about? We are doing a web, so therefore it's HTML. So mind you, anytime you open, it must be closed. So my own exercise I do is I make sure that as soon as I open any tag, I close it immediately. So we're going to open another tag again, the edge section, and in this edge section is where all the invisible part of the web document is going to be. So you can see that every tag I open, I close it immediately in front of them. So within the edge section, we are going to have the title. So we are going to have the title. So you type title again, and you close that, and you close the title. Likewise, you close the tag. And what is the title? We are doing done web. So which page are we? We are on the index page. You're going to put index. Okay, you're going to put home page. So you are going to put home there, which is the title. So Daniel is the name of the project you are doing, and the page you are on the home page section. That's why I indicated that with home. So after that edge tag is another tag called the body. The body is another important tag that holds the visible part of the web document. So we are going to type body, and I'm going to close the tag immediately in front of it again, so I will not forget, and everything will run smoothly without omitting any step. So then I'm going to enter the first tag, which is what another important tag, which is the heading. So I'm going to use H1 for it, and I'm going to close H1. And what did I want to type there? I'm going to call it welcome to Daniel Digital Marketing Agency. So by the time I press that, then another important one is another tag called the paragraph, which is being indicated with P. So I'm going to enter, and I'm going to close the P again. So anything that's relating to paragraph, like you are going to put it within this. You are going to make this this a landing page, and I would like you to drop your observation at the comment section. So by the time you do this now, you are going to press Ctrl and S to update what you just done. So let's check what you've just done now within our browser. So you are going to check at the top of your notepad. You will see it labeled, or the title of the page you are dealing with. So on this page you are dealing with the blog section. So therefore we have to run the blog section. So I'm going to come to this browser, or I come to my root directory, I come to that web, and I clicked on blog. So I'm going to double click the blog, and wow, you can see everything has come up. So this is what we just done, and this is the heading part, and this is the paragraph part, and this is the title. You can see that it's showing Daniel Web and it's indicating it with home. So now that is all we need to know. And since all web contacts all web page used to have the same similarity, so what I do again is I'm going to copy everything I've typed here, and I'm going to come to the other pages I've done, and I will right click my mouse, and I'm going to click open with, and I will open with notepad, and I'm going to paste that same code. I will only press Ctrl S to update that saving, and I'm going to close. I've pasted that inside the contact us page. At the same time, I'm going to come to portfolio page and I'm going to open it, and I'm going to paste that also. I'm going to press Ctrl S. At the same time, I will close that, and I'm going to go to about us page and open it and open Notepad. I'm going to paste that short code again. I've Ctrl S to update, and I'm going to close that also. So let's open the index with also Notepad again and paste that short code and press Ctrl S to update that and close that. Then we can open our, you can see everything, the same thing will be inside everything. Only what you just have to do is for you to update the heading section and just continue. So in the next video, I'll be introducing you to everything that we are going to be putting inside the body section, since I told you that the body section contains the visible part of the web document, which is this. Within this body, I will teach you how to put image, how to put video, how to put everything related to visibility, and I'm going to be showing you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I would like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye for now.